Good morning, everybody. Day 84, June 6th. And today, there's a general store a little over 7 miles away. And I think we're gonna stop by there, maybe even get some breakfast and do a little resupply. It's like 0.1 off the trail, so it's a real easy walk. Been going uphill all morning, so I'm huffing and puffing and stepping over roots and rocks. What else is new? Yeah, so I'm out of like breakfast stuff, snacks, and lunches. I have a few dinners left, but it seems like for the last few days, at the end of the day, we're either able to buy something or people are giving us some trail magic. So yesterday, a black family, and there was a lot of them at the campground, had so much food left over that they were just begging us to take it. So, you know, chicken, rice and beans, Pepsis, orange soda. So it was a good stop there. They were awesome people. Very giving. So anyway, another day on the trail. It's going to be hot. I think it's going up to 91 today. So we'll see. My motto is easy. Slow and steady, especially when it's gonna get hot. So I'll see you up the trail. Well, I had to stop. I got an issue with my left foot. It's the pad underneath the toes has been, a little numbish, probably a little swollen. But this morning, man, for some reason, the pain is shooting right across the top. Right across the top, just above the toes, on top of the foot. Not all the way up or halfway up, but just kind of right above the toes. So, yeah, I move it a certain way and it hurts. So, I don't know, man. This sucks, really sucks, because I can hardly walk on it. I'm going to try to rest it and stretch it out a little bit. I'm going to take some ibuprofen and see if it works out. The pad underneath has been sore all along, but it hasn't really developed into anything until this morning. So I got to figure it out. All right, I'll get back to you. Oh boy. Anyway, I'm back. And like I said, I took ibuprofen about a half an hour ago, and it ain't really helping. I've got 4.3 to the store, where right now my plan is to try to hobble there, get a shuttle, and find a place to hunker down for a little while. But shit, at this pace, it's gonna take me, if I can do a mile an hour, I'll be happy. Or find a site, pitch my tent, or find a shelter, and try to just give it a rest and see what happens. I don't know. Like I said, I don't have a whole lot of food, but I got enough probably to hunker down a day. But man, every time I lift my heel off the ground, it shoots a pain right on the top of my foot. Alright, enough of me whining. Yeah, I gotta figure this shit out, because I can't go on like this. Fuck effing Pennsylvania, man. Last time I was in Pennsylvania, I messed up my foot too. So, alright, let me see what the next hour brings here. I'll come back and check in. Okay, later. Well, it's been an hour since I took the ibuprofen, and I'm able to walk without sharp pain shooting across the top of my foot. I know the bottom pad is still, something's up with it, and when I lift my left heel up, it's, I can feel pressure on the top of the foot. So, but I'm able to walk. It's not fun, but at least I'm getting there. So there's a shelter in 1.7. I'm contemplating on whether to pull in there. If it's right on trail, I might, and just take my foot off and rub it and massage it. Maybe take some more ibuprofen, I don't know. Or push the 3 miles to the grocery store and do the same thing, and then make a decision whether to call a shuttle and just get into town and give it some ice and rest and see if that helps. Thankfully, the trail's been pretty decent so far this morning. But yeah, man, it's like, my only concern with this whole trip was this left foot, where I've had plantar fasciitis on it before that I got in Pennsylvania. So, it's acting up, but I'm really praying and hoping that it's something that's just temporary. Those temporary aches and pains we all deal with out here. But, like I said, I'm making progress, so we'll see. Right now, I'm like, take a break in the 1.7 and then hunker down and get into the little grocer and figure out what to do. We'll adapt. I'll get through it. Alrighty. I'll be back in about another hour to give you an update. Alright, see ya. Alright. I made it to the James Fry shelter. And I was working on my foot. Yeah, the bottom pad, toe pads, are swollen, and then I think it's all just kind of permeated into the top of my foot, which is really sore. So I'm going to massage it for a little bit here, rest it, and then I'm going to limp down to 1.5 miles to that store, and depending on how it feels, decide what to do. But I can't hike like this, man. So I think I'm just gonna have to get off the trail, maybe find a shuttle or something and go into a town or a hostel and maybe rest it for a day or two, see how it feels before I make any further decisions. So, yeah, not a good start to my Sunday. Pennsylvania, I love you. Alright, I'll be back and let you know what's happening. Alright, I just massaged it, rested it, and we'll see how it hikes out the 0.2 back to the trail. I'm gonna go to the general store. That's 0.2 off the trail. But I need to pick up some stuff anyway. I just may have to really dial back my hiking. I'm able to walk, so I'm not totally out of it yet. Bowling Springs is the next closest town. It's a little ways away, and I don't know if I can get a shuttle or not, but we'll see. Anyway, I'm getting out of this place. There was no water here. It's dry as a bone. That's what Gut Hook said anyway. But my next thing, I'll pick up a little bit of water. I got plenty, but I'll pick some up before I get to the store. So anyway, I'll be back. Bummer. All right, before I left the shelter, I text Sling in Argentina, and he replied back. Actually, he called me back and said, "Hey man, we're at the store and we're at a picnic table. There's ice. Come on, man. We'll wait for you," and all that stuff. And I was like, wow. I don't want to hold anybody up. And now I'm worried about if I'm going to finish or not. And that ain't happening. So I'll deal with it. But I just want to thank them guys. Anyway, enough of this shit. I'll get back to you. Good morning, everybody. Day 85, June 7th. And today I am at the emergency room in Carlisle, Pennsylvania. Gonna have my foot checked out. It swelled up more last night after icing it all afternoon. And I just need to figure out what's going on with it. I don't currently feel like I'm going to be hiking anytime soon, but who knows? Maybe the doctor will tell me it's going to be all better in a couple of days. Either way, I am going to get checked out. There's a Fairfield Suites right around 0.3 miles from here, and if I have to hobble there, I will. And my sister Florrie has offered to come get me. So either way, I may try to rent a car to get home if I have to. But I'm hearing car rentals are an issue right now. But anyhow, I will be back and let you know how I make out. Okay, see ya. Well, I had a funny feeling all along just because of the way the pain came into my foot yesterday all of a sudden. It just was piercing and crazy. But yeah, so I fractured a bone in the top of my foot called a stress fracture. And they told me, time to go home, my son. It's gonna take probably 6 weeks to heal, and that's just gonna put me behind the 8 ball. There's no way I can come back and get her done. Maybe from north to south, but you know, at this point I just need to go home and think about things. But anyway, because I got a lot to do, gotta get my life going again. But yeah, man, I just wanna, oh, hold on. Yeah, so I guess I'm gonna go home. My sister Florrie's coming down to get me. She'll be here at around 9:30 tonight. God bless her. She's gonna come in and spend the night. I got a room at the Fairfield Inn Marriott right down the street, like 0.6 miles from here. Currently I'm sitting outside the emergency room waiting until 3:30 for a cab or a taxi service or something to come get me. The people they use here don't have any cars available right now, so I'll sit here and wait. No big deal. So yeah, shout out to Sling a shout out to Argentina and a shout out to Spotter, who I've been kind of hiking with for the last, I don't know, couple weeks. But anyway, very, very, very cool guys. It's been a pleasure. Unfortunately, it's over for me. So, all right, until the next time. See ya.